We are August the 10th. It's been a bit rainy recently, so that's been good. I haven't had to do a lot of watering, but the weeds have popped. Those 4 rhubarbs over at the back there, they are historic rhubarbs. They were here back 100 years ago with some of the original occupiers of this land. There's a bit of wind about today, and that might interfere with my microphone, I'm not sure, but we'll see. I've had a bit of a problem with raccoons. You see that the raccoon trap is set there. That'll be ready to go tonight, because there will probably be another raccoon come along. Let's have a quick look at the tomato arrangement in the cage. As you can see, they are climbing up the poles very nicely, most of them anyway. Some of them have not behaved correctly because of the hot weather that we've had. This line is all large fruiting tomatoes, and I've started picking those and I'm making my tomato juice. Delicious stuff when you make your own. Some good examples of fruit there. I may choose one of those as a supply of seeds for next year. This also is a good plant here. Can you see this one? It's getting to about 7 feet tall and still producing flowering trusses at the top. There are, how many trusses do we have here? We have 1 at the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then there will be 7 and 8. I doubt that the 8 will produce viable fruit, but we'll see. Some of these others have been a bit weird. As you can see, this one's behaved rather oddly. It's produced lots and lots of flowers, and there is no vegetative growth coming here except this side shoot here, which could be allowed to take over. Otherwise, they've been producing a lot of fruit. As you can see, lots and lots of tomatoes. There's a yellow one showing some yellow here. I will pick him before the chipmunks get in there and start climbing the poles looking for stuff to knock about. They're vandals, you know, these chipmunks. They don't care. They will smash your fruits down just for the fun of it. They should be made illegal. Anyway, down into the garden. Haven't seen many monarch butterflies this year. There's some yellowing in my beans here. That may mean manganese deficiency. I don't know. I'll have to do some reading about that. So you say to me, why is it manganese and not nitrogen? Well, you see, some of the leaves have sort of holes shot in them, dark brown holes, which is more indicative of manganese rather than nitrogen by itself. Those weeds growing there are lamb's quarters. I don't mind them growing. They will be fine for next year when I pull them up in May, when they germinate, when their seeds germinate in May. The potatoes are looking close to done here, which is good. I will start digging those in the next week or 2. As usual, rhubarb looks very tired, but in amongst the rhubarb you can see there is a nice looking squash. There's some large zucchinis in there that I will use for seed for next year. Dill has had a fairly hard time of it this year, but I'll get some seed off of those plants. And these are lettuces going to seed. The asparagus was good. Asparagus was really good. There's asparagus in here too that will need to be weeded, thoroughly weeded. And you see, there's more yellowing beans here as well. It's strange, isn't it? There's good green beans up there, and then yellow beans down here. These are not as vigorous at all. The fact is that that ground up there has been cultivated for about 20 years, and this has only been recently brought into cultivation. And it seems to be that until they've had a good few years of manure and compost applied, they just don't do particularly well. This is my gladiolus collection. I've had about 100 gladiolus blooms so far. Orange, lilac, crimson, scarlet, and white. The colours that I've seen so far. These beans are not doing too badly. Now, mind your head on this. Oh, bang! This is Earl Grey tea. And so, nothing very remarkable here to be noted. There's a few odd squashes growing in the grass here, so there's a hold on cutting grass on this pathway until the squashes are done. Squashes don't seem to be suffering from any kind of manganese deficiency. That's because I give them masses of compost. Goldenrod is coming along, but there should be bees on that goldenrod right now, and there's not, and that's very sad. A few other insects, but no bees. It's about time I had bees again. Oh yes, and there are fruits available. Apples. Can you see the apples there? Unfortunately, the chipmunks are also interested in those apples. So I don't know how many I will get to see. And small pears. Can you see the small pears? Lots of pears up there in the top of the tree. Good pears too. They're just starting to come ripe, and you can tell that because when you twist, they come off easily. See? Then what you do is you set them aside so that they can ripen, and then they turn delicious. Well, just one thing else to show you. And that is grapes. There's a few grapes there. Fun, eh? Lots of weeding and cleaning up to do. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.